children of the night. What music they make.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What's up?
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash you a bit.
Hey, it's the final, guys. How y'all doing? You know, since tonight's movie is set in New Orleans, I figured I'd start off with an Italian guy. Hey, we got the Chaka Camapizzi here. I'm aboard. How you doing?
Bafangu.
Afango. Hey, look at this jamoke here. Bitchboard, Jason Brandt.
I don't know if I can do an accent like that. I am good.
Yins.
Yeah.
Yins.
I'm doing good. How Yin's doing? There you go.
By the way, I have never heard someone use the word yins in conversation with me.
It is strictly a Western PA thing. It's nowhere else in the country. So unless you're there, odds are low.
Man, I got to go there just so I can try it out. What's Yin's up to?
Yin's in use. How you
Yin's in
doing?
use?
That's a big one up there too.
Yeah, that's uses a little Bronx too. By the way,
Bronx
I'm
is
Tony
used
Shea.
guys.
Use guys. What's up with use guys?
Yep.
By the way, can't you tell I'm Tony Katang with my beautiful big hair today?
Gorgeous.
Here I go again on my own.
Rest in peace, hottie. Anyway, I'm talking about Tony Katang because we are doing, do not adjust your sets. We are doing Witchboard tonight, the 2025 remake, reimagining. I don't know what it is, but it came out in theaters in August and now it's on demand. Hit that bell. Whew. Sweetie Gamer, I'm looking, it was like 8:02. I'm going, uh-oh, it's getting late. Sweetie Gamer, play more Abiotic Factor.
What
This has got to be a Jason
is
thing.
that?
This is a PC game that I've been wanting to play. You got it. We will do this.
Look, at Jack and I, at our age, we're playing Antibiotic Factor just to ward off old man infections.
I was asking her about games I could play with Dave to scare the shit out of him. So I'm open to recommendations.
Have you, maybe you've done this. Have you ever filmed Dave playing a game that scares him and then?
No, and that's what we want to do because I think people will get a kick out of him just shitting his pants.
What's he like? You ever do like a haunted attraction with him or like a haunted maze?
Yeah. He isn't as bad in the haunted houses, but for some reason in a video game, he just loses his mind. I mean, he loses his mind there, but
yeah.
I mean, he legitimately screams when we're playing a game. Like blows his microphone out, screams.
Oh, I would pay to watch that. And
then you hear Pam in the background, babe, stop.
Grow a pair. Oh, too funny. So before we jump into the usual madness, is there anything going on with you dudes?
Yes. Check out these pumpkins that we have carved. So these are like a hard foam that we get heated knives and we cut cool designs into from a website we found. But this weekend we did one for each of you. Aaron did the Campisi and I did the Shea, and I'm sure you guys can tell which is which if I get out of the way here. Jaws
Nice.
and Bigfoot. Oh,
that is awesome.
Yeah, Jaws and Bigfoot.
I love it.
I'll also take Skeletor and Batman.
Those were last year's.
Those look awesome, by the way.
Yes. So if you guys are ever on the So Bad It's Good set, you can take those home with you. If not, I'm keeping them.
And you
got to come up to Sleepy Hollow sometime. They have this big pumpkin blaze, and there's hundreds of those kind of pumpkins. I'll send you some pictures. I went years ago. It's amazing.
Jack undersold it. It's thousands.
Oh. So we just started doing this last year, and I think we're going to do a couple every year so that eventually we just have 50 of these things of really cool designs.
That's really nice. I'd love it, man.
And
you could
go.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say if you gave me a stencil and the thing, it would just look like a fourth grader carved the pumpkin. So you guys got skills.
It takes a little bit of practice. Like I was a lot better this year than last year. I kind of screwed Skeletor's face up a little bit, but you know.
Remember,
until we meet again.
And I'm unboxing all this crap behind me this Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. So tune in to see what horrors await.
clear your schedule, folks, from 5 to 10. Jason's opening
A
stuff.
special delivery from Toten.
That's right.
Tone's like, you want a toe? I can get you a toe. Jack, do you want to talk about what we did? We did a thing.
Well, we recorded our Halloween episode, which is also our pumpkin ale show.
The best.
So when I find some time, I'll get that edited and posted.
By the way, it was nice or interesting to do a pumpkin ale episode where I finished sober as a judge. This is a whole new era for Hunter Shea.
Lame era. So
Yeah, but
such
then
a
I
lame
did an edible and I went to bed. So I guess it worked out.
The spoiler alert: the first pumpkin ale I drank, I crushed it. Then I tried a different one and I nursed it. If I had just been drinking the ones that I started with, I probably would have like plowed through like 3 of them, and those were like high alcohol.
They were high octane.
I was drinking the caramel pumpkins when I did these. And those
That's
were like,
what we
That's
had.
the one I was milking.
you didn't like that? Oh, I
A
liked it.
maple stout is better.
Maple stout by
Pumped by
Southern Tier.
Oh,
pumpkin.
I don't even know that was a thing.
well, stay
Yeah.
Monster Man, and you'll see it.
All
It's
right.
like a pancake with
I
booze.
should say, check out. I got another sweet horror
Ooh.
beer.
I
Zombie
think
Dust.
I've had that. I like that beer.
It's good. It's very good.
And it gets you drunk after you've had a few.
Correct.
Which is really what it's all about. It's not, oh, I enjoy the taste. No, I just want to forget how shitty my life is as fast as possible.
I think you and I drink for different reasons.
I think they're pretty much the same. I think you're just not being honest with yourself. But whatever.
I do wonder that sometimes in the middle of one of these bad movies. I'm like, what am I doing?
I can only imagine. Like that's you wake up on a Sunday and go, oh, another week of shitty movies.
Whenever
Torturing yourself.
you're scouring for this show, you're like, I gotta get something in, and you're just scrolling. And like now it's like 45 minutes to go on by, and you're just still scrolling, and you're like, damn it.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. I think we got to jump into some drinking words. Who's got them? Because I know Sheridan was in here.
I do. Our drinking. What emojis do we have? Can't tell what that is.
The table.
With an arrow on top?
Is it an open Bible? I really can't tell.
Yeah. Help us out, Sheridan. All right. Jack's drinking words are new, ghost, and stranger. Hunter's are shroom, ending, and spirit. Mine are long, ghost, and remake. And the bonus words are Ouija, or do you guys say Ouija?
I say Ouija.
I say Ouija, but when I try to sound somewhat intelligent, I'll go with the Ouija.
See, I always said Ouija, and then I saw how it was spelled, and I was like, have I been saying it wrong the whole time? I don't actually know.
Yeah, whatever.
And the other words are cat and magic. Thank you, Sheridan.
Cat magic. That's funny. I was just, before we came here, I was watching Sleepwalkers. Cats and incest.
That's a movie.
Baby. It
That's
sure
one
is.
that, I think I watched that again during COVID. I hadn't seen it since high school. And I was like, damn, I wish I'd saved this for so bad. It's good.
But nothing like a movie starting off with mother and son, him whisking her off her feet and taking her to the bedroom.
Oh my God.
The Lannisters love that movie.
But what's her face? Imagine Amick. I never know how to say her name. The girl from Twin Peaks that's the star of Sleepwalkers. She is just gorgeous. So anyway, speaking of gorgeous, let's get on to Jack Campese's amazing, incredible, haven't won a single award news.
It's the news. Yay.
It's the people's news. All right. We got fun, interesting news this week. Starting off with a little something for you to watch after we're done here.
Okay.
A new documentary is hitting VOD next week. Well, first of all, what should the sponsor of the news be this week? Jason's unboxing on Sunday. Is that what you said?
Yes, Sunday.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody's doing good unboxing.
I was trying to come up with a fleshlight company, but okay.
And yeah, we do a live read on the fleshlight. Hunter, why don't you do that?
I absolutely will.
Hunter's fleshlight review.
You have to talk for 4 minutes about fleshlight.
It's like banging a flashlight. Next.
Texas Chains or Chain Reactions is the name of the documentary about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And let's see, some of the people who are going to be interviewed in it are Stephen King, Patton Oswalt, and some other filmmakers, including the one who made Jennifer's Body and The Invitation, the person who did Audition, and some other ones. So this sounds like could be fun.
Sure.
Yeah, man. I love all Texas Chainsaw stuff. So yeah. And by the way, I know somebody with a fleshlight collection, and he does wash them in the dishwasher. By the way.
Oh, dear God!
Like you go in, and there's fleshlights all like lined up on the mantle.
He has them on the mantle.
Not even a secret.
Does he name them?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. For
So
some
you
people,
never
it's
want
a
to
thing.
eat at his house. You never want to use any of the silverware, the plates.
Yeah,
People at the
hell
grocery
no.
store call him Mr. Cascade because he's always buying dishwasher soap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Has to buy non-abrasive soap.
I have many theories about those things, and I'm like, I don't understand why people. That's a obsession, but whatever. Everyone's got their thing.
Not saying we wouldn't let them sponsor us. Just
No, that Manscapers, Ball Cream, we're in for it all. So
Remember when the Manscaping was like sponsoring all the podcasts? And so
podcast,
Sure.
radio stations, like major programs, it was crazy.
uh,
Our friend Norm, who I was not referring to, said he sold them. That's too funny.
I like to get them off Facebook Marketplace.
Craigslist.
I
I want one with encrusted pubes all on the edge.
sold some stuff on Facebook Marketplace last summer. It was like you'd meet in like a diner parking lot somewhere,
Yes.
like here's the cassette deck. Can you imagine? Oh God.
I sold a washing machine to some dude in the sketchiest neighborhood. I was like, I hope I don't get murdered for this damn thing.
Awesome.
I don't know if you guys remember the television show Freddy's Nightmares that was out back in, I guess that was the 90s.
The 90s, yeah.
I remember it, but I never watched it.
I watched the first few and then I was young and social, so I wasn't home a lot of the time when there was no VCRs or DVR back then. You had to go to the theater with a nickel and watch a talkie.
We get the Nickelodeon going.
They'd show the news about the war before it.
Hitler has invaded Poland.
All 44 episodes of Freddy's Nightmare are on Tubi. So again,
Really?
if you're looking for something to watch, and I understand that the first couple of episodes are related to Nightmare on Elm Street. I think like the first one might even be like a prequel, like Freddy Before He Was Burned kind of thing, which they always talk about making a movie about that.
Mhm.
But so I remember, man, I mean, it's all a blur. I kind of remember it. I thought like Freddy just introduced things like Elvira at the beginning, and then it would be like a Tales from the Dark Side kind of thing. But that was so long ago that
Yeah, I don't recall a single episode of that. I do recall I watched religiously the Friday the 13th series, but
didn't watch much of that either.
Nope, never watched either of them.
that's one. I don't know if you can find that anywhere, but I
Tubi's
will check out Freddy.
That's a great landing spot. I mean, who's going to actually want to pay for those? But if you can just watch them on Tubi, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, plow right through them. Hope they don't have 400 commercials.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just gonna
that's the
say,
whole thing. Well, they're not on Pluto TV, so
Thank God.
I wouldn't mind
Or,
if Shudder picked up some stuff like that.
yes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Come on, guys, get with it.
And our finale of the news, since we're talking about Witchboard, which is kind of like a Ouija board, which is a board game, you may be wondering what's the next toy or game to get the movie treatment. And I'm here to tell you, all signs point to the Magic 8 Ball.
I heard this years ago that this might happen.
It's
It really
happening,
is.
but it's not going to be a movie. It's going to be a supernatural TV series for Mattel by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh my God.
Yes, this could be all time.
This is where he just says, I'm just going to blow it all up here. I'm done.
What's the twist going to be? It's not actually a Magic 8 Ball. It's a Ouija board.
To reimagine the classic Magic 8 Ball as the centerpiece of a high-concept, character-driven supernatural drama that bends psychological intensity with cultural intrigue.
Did you just say it's a Magic 8 Ball movie that's a high concept?
Yes.
He did.
I don't
He did.
think those go together.
I thought that it would be almost impossible to drag enough to make a movie,
I know,
much the series. Oh, wow.
The
High
only
concept.
thing I want to see, I never did it. I'd like to do it. Is I want to get a Magic 8 Ball and bust it open just to see what the blue liquid looks like out of the Magic 8 Ball.
And chug it. I want to see
Yeah.
people chugging that liquid and then see what happens to them.
Oh, we could do the Magic 8 Ball challenge where people have to chug it.
You're responsible for so much diarrhea. By the way, G Monkey beat me to this. He says, does M. Night have his daughter singing in the show? I thought maybe she'd be like the star of the show, which she might.
Let's ask the we should get an 8 Ball. That would be a fun prop to have for the podcast.
All signs point to box office disaster.
All I can think of is David Putty. Are you really going to wear that jacket? All signs point to yes.
Wow, that's absolutely remarkable.
That is all the news that fit the print.
Wow.
All right. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for curation.
We have such sights to show you.
I would like to hope that at least 5 people during the course of watching our show over the years has had to look up curation, and we've taught them a word. I like
That's
to
right.
think that. Jason, you're up, sir.
Well, I watched a movie for people who don't know, because we never talk about what the hell we're going to watch unless we decide at the end of the episode. It's always Friday night. Jack's like, here's 3 movies, pick one, so we have time to watch them.
Yep.
And then we pick one. Well, this week, because what we picked I'd already seen, I watched the other 2 he recommended. And the
Nice.
first up was called The Man with the Black Umbrella, which is a found footage movie that I guess just came out. I hadn't heard of it till you recommended it. But it's about a guy whose sister is brutally murdered by a man who walks into her house carrying a black umbrella so you can't see his face. And the cops aren't moving at a pace that he likes, so he decides to hire a private investigator and document the entire what would you call it? Research? Investigation? Yeah, investigation. Jeez. I had like 5 sips of that.
We didn't do that out in the mountains. We just beat someone to death and buried them and moved on.
Hung him by a tree. That was the end of it. So he documents this whole thing, and they start to uncover some crazy stuff. Now, as we're watching this, there's a couple cool locations. Like there's a dock where they're out overlooking water, and there's some cool fog, and there's some cool train tracks. And Aaron says, where did they film this? This is pretty cool. And I was like, cool. This looks like it could be filmed here. We have train tracks. We have docks out over the bay. Like, this isn't anything special. About 10 minutes later, she's like, the main characters are in a park And she's like, that park is here. I walked the dog in that park. And I'm like, no, stop it. But she brings up an image and she makes me pause it where they are in the park and shows me an image. And it's like, holy shit, that was filmed like 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up looking this guy up, and he's a local. He's from the Baltimore area. I don't know if he lives up where I am now or not, but he apparently makes found footage movies.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it blew me away. And also, my wife goes on way too many walks if she's recognizing like one shot of a park and knows exactly where it is.
He's got a good eye.
For real. But this was, I mean, we've talked about this how many times. You almost have to rate a found footage movie on a different scale.
Yeah.
Because one, they almost never have money. The acting is usually not good at best. The writing is usually minimal, but it allows people to make movies for nothing, which is cool. And that's definitely what this is. I actually really like the investigator actor. I thought he did a good job. And I love the idea of a found footage movie about a private investigation into a murder and finding weird shit. That's a really cool idea. The biggest problems I had with this, it kind of drug in the middle, and the sound mixing is not good, particularly at the beginning. Like, the further away people were from the camera, it was like really hard to hear them. So I'm cranking the volume up, and then there's like a loud jump scare, and I'm like, oh my God, my dog is going to have a meltdown over this.
That is the worst when you got that, I'm turning it up, but pulling it back volume thing. Ugh.
Yeah, I was doing that quite a bit, particularly at the beginning. So this is the kind of movie I don't really like to, trash or anything, because it's so low budget, and it's clearly a guy got 2 actors and made a movie, which is awesome.
And he lives near you. He could come get you.
That's true. He could just get me. He's going to be looking for my wife at the park.
Just waiting.
So some cool ideas. Could use some sound mixing and maybe a little cutting in the middle. I don't know. With found footage, anytime I even see 90 minutes, it's funny. I'm like, a found footage movie needs to be like 70 to 80. Like, it's just the format, I feel like, doesn't allow for it to be stretched to like a full 90. But it's cool, man. Like, I don't know too many people who like found footage, so I don't know how the found footage crowd would like this, because so many people hate found footage. I don't know where this would go.
It's getting some buzz though. That's why I suggested it, because it's been popping up on different places.
I had not heard of it, but I also don't pay attention to anything. So
this is very true.
Yeah, so it's really cool that it was filmed here.
Nice. Little local connection. I like that.
Blew me away.
I'm filming Skinnamarink Part 2 in this room.
Oh, very nice.
5 minutes at a time.
You won't even need mics for that. Doesn't matter how far
I keep
away
seeing on Twitter, like, oh, science has shown us the scariest movies of all time, and Skinnamarink is on that. And I'm like, anybody who puts Skinnamarink on any list of scariest movies loses your horror card forever.
That scared you. Good God. I mean, it's the equivalent of passing out on your floor drunk.
Yeah.
Overnight. It's pretty much what that movie is. 2 hours of it.
I think the visuals are more interesting when you're passed out drunk. At least it's swimming a little bit.
I mean, last night I filmed like a pair of crumpled underpants on my floor for about 15 minutes, and I muttered in the background. I figure that's a good solid chunk.
Yeah. I like
Skid marker rink.
Bacon strips. All right, Jack. Elevate us with something.
Oh, I'll elevate you. I saw a new shark movie.
Oh.
That wasn't a piece of garbage.
I think I know what you saw.
It's called Beast of Warr.
That's on my list to watch.
This was made, I didn't realize it was coming out this week. This was made by the people who did Wormwood, which was that kind of Mad Max zombie movie from Australia. That's insane. And then also Sting, the spider movie from a year or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Cool.
This is basically, it's Australian, and it's about a ship in World War II that gets sunk, and then the guys are, the crew is surviving on floating debris, and there is a monstrous great white shark that kind of looks like a zombie stalking them, and they've got to deal with that. So the first part of the movie, you get to know the guys. Then they get on the boat sinks, and now they're dealing with it. And it's kind of like when you were a kid and you were up on the couch and the floor is lava. This is the floor is the ocean, and if you put your foot in the water, the shark is coming to get you. And it's got this heightened stylistic look to it. It's kind of like a mix of it kind of looks like what's the awesome movie Overlord.
When I first heard of this, I thought Overlord meets Jaws. That was my first
Overlord meets Jaws, but also a little bit of Sisu.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not quite like, I thought it was going to be more frenetic, like Wormwood, and it's a little bit over the top, and it's like a comic book about guys in the water with a shark.
Oh,
that's the best.
It's like to see this.
So it's a lot of fun, and they do a lot with their budget. It's not a perfect movie, but it's a blast. So I recommend watching this movie. You'll have a good time.
It's on my list to watch within the next week. So I'm glad if you liked it. All right.
It was refreshing that it wasn't just a bunch of, good looking guys and girls in the, some blue water tropics, and the boat breaks and they've got to get on a raft and there's smugglers in the area,
Thank God. I like how Jason was talking on mute. I was going to say, let's see how long we can let him stay on mute.
Also, tonight's snack is not candy. It's maple wafer rolls.
Ooh.
Good Lord. You are just a diabetic nightmare.
No.
Yesterday he was eating candy corn bark.
Yeah, that's getting chucked.
Oh, that sounds gross.
Ooh, these are good. These are subtle.
That he had a Halloween. Oh! You got to watch Monster Men to find out. So
find out what Jack ate. Tune in.
All right. So I was going to talk about a new movie, but there's an old movie from 1977 that I love so much. I just want to use this to preach about it, because this was back in the day. You had Rosemary's Baby, The Exorcist, The Omen. Well, in that mix of religious horror is a movie called The Sentinel.
Oh, yeah.
This is the most star-studded cast that's ever been in a horror movie. Ever. I'm going to read you. You got Ava Gardner, Chris Sarandon, Martin Balsam, John Carradine, Jose Ferrer, Burgess Meredith, Sylvia Miles, Eli Wallach, Christopher Walken, Jerry Orbach, Beverly D'Angelo, and uncredited is Tom Berenger.
Wow.
I mean,
Tom Berenger, I don't remember that.
He's at the very end.
Says man at end.
Does it say that? Oh, yeah. That's so funny. So this movie, it's about this fashion model. Oh, Jeff Goldblum is in this too. This fashion model, she is engaged or dating Chris Sarandon, who's a high-priced lawyer who seems a little sketchy.
He's got the stash, right?
He does. He's also got the three-piece suits and everything. But he has a wife that died mysteriously as he was having an affair with this model. And she wants to move out on her own because she has tried to commit suicide twice in her life. And she's getting the pieces back together, wants to get her own apartment. And Ava Gardner is the real estate agent who takes her to this apartment in Brooklyn. And she starts encountering weird people in the apartment. Burgess Meredith with his bird and his cat. And Sylvia Miles and Beverly D'Angelo are lesbian ballet people. I love when the girls ask them, she goes, well, what do you do for a living? And she's like, we grope one another.
Wow, I don't remember so much of this.
Yeah, there's a great scene when Beverly D'Angelo and Sylvia Miles have the girl in their apartment for the first time. And the Sylvia Miles walks away to get something to eat. And Beverly D'Angelo just is furiously going at her lady parts and having an orgasm right there on the couch.
So funny seeing young Beverly D'Angelo and then seeing her like on Entourage, where she was like, gravelly voiced monster.
She's a baby in this movie. I don't even think she spoke. I think she was mute in the movie. Naked too. There's a lot of nudity in this movie. I won't give away what's going on in that apartment, but the big hullabaloo in this is at one point these demons are coming out and they're all these deformed people. They were actual deformed people. Like some of them were mentally ill, some were just actual deformities. So people get upset that he used them for the movie, but I don't know. I'm sure they got a sandwich and a couple of bucks. It's fine.
Yeah, I've never really understood that. You're not allowed to hire somebody because of their disability?
Because you're exploiting their disability. I'm like, okay.
If I had a disability and people wanted to pay me for it, I'm in, baby.
My wife is for hire. She's disabled. Anybody who wants to hire her,
I will hire Dave out for anybody who wants.
Dave, you might be able to make some money with Dave. He's like, you know what Dave is? Bert Kreischer.
Oh God, yes. He's the Kreischer of the group.
Every time I see Bert Kreischer, I always think, yeah, there goes Dave.
There goes his shirt.
Pier goes down, shirt comes off. So yeah, I think it's on. I watched it on Amazon. I think if you love like that whole like supernatural religious undertones, there's some genuine, real creepy moments in this movie. But it's also just fun to watch. Like, oh my God, there's Chris Walken, and here's Jeff Goldblum, and it's a great movie.
First time I saw that was at Hunter's house after a Monster Men show.
That's right.
Really?
After pounding beers and recording Monster Men and settling into some Beverly D'Angelo masturbation. It's a good day.
That sounds like a pretty solid day.
Make a trip to the mantle.
All right, Jay.
I watched a movie I've heard quite a bit about over the last few months called Jimmy Stiggs, which
was
written by, and starring Joe Begos. Is how I guess you Begos.
Yeah, Begos.
Who has done?
Bliss.
VFW.
He did VFW. Yeah.
Bliss is probably my favorite of his movies. I really, really like Bliss. Well, apparently he decided to start shooting a movie in his apartment during COVID in 2020. And over 4 years, he and some guys shot this movie. And when I say in his apartment, I mean in his apartment. And they trashed this place.
Oh, my God.
I don't know who owns it, but they are not happy.
Deposit is not coming back to them.
I mean, there's goop and goo and shit flying everywhere. I mean, this is a goopy movie. It's about, I'm guessing it's just Joe Begos, just maybe making his character a little more insane, but it seems like he might be playing a version of himself. I'm not sure. He's, thinks he's being visited by aliens, and he drinks shitloads of whiskey and does mountains of blow, and he finds that when the aliens, he thinks they put something in his mouth, like some kind of tracking thing, and he thinks whiskey stops it. He stops those guys. So he's just in Pound Town this whole movie.
That's
and
awesome.
He's trying to get his buddy Stiggs, who makes movies with him. So he's a director. And so it's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to get Stiggs to come over, and he's telling him, man, those aliens we were into, they're real. And then the aliens start to show up, and they're these puppet monster aliens. And these guys are full on wrestling with them, punching them in the face, doing flips over desks and couches and cutting limbs off these things. They break so many whiskey bottles and stab these things and cut shit out of themselves. This movie starts, I don't want to say it starts slowly because nothing in this movie is slow, but when it hits, it's like Evil Dead 2 levels of insanity. In this movie.
It looks frantic.
It is frantic. That's a great way of putting it. It starts with a first-person view, which is really freaking cool, and it ends in a first-person view, and it's just really well done. This movie is cheap. It's gross. It's frenetic. A lot of people are not going to like this movie. It's just so bananas. They're just not going to like it.
Right.
I really liked it because I was just watching this. These dudes shot a movie in their apartment. they fucking did it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it was very impressive to me in that regard. And they didn't pull any punches. Like, oh, we're going to cut some limbs off. Let's do it. Oh, we're going to blow up some monsters. Let's do it. But yeah, people are going to hate it. Some people. The swearing makes the Wolf of Wall Street look amateur hour. I mean, it is wild how many F-bombs these guys drop. And it's like 3 or 4 in a sentence. It's
Is
almost
it written by Rob
impressive.
Zombie?
He looks like Rob Zombie in this, so
He does.
I don't know. I'm a fan of this guy's movies, even ones that don't perfectly land for me. I like his style. I like how gritty and edgy they are. Bliss, I freaking love Bliss, man. I actually need to revisit that. I think that's a phenomenal film. And this is just one that a dude is stuck in his apartment during COVID. I'm guessing he was an antsy artist and said, fuck it, we're shooting a movie, and did it. So
That's awesome. By the way, somebody said it's on Shudder.
I
Is
had to
that
pay
right?
for it. It was a couple bucks on Amazon.
It was in the theater by me. for
Is
like
it
a
main
week.
feature worthy?
Yes. Even if you guys don't like it, I know you'll appreciate it, and I would be curious to talk to you about it.
All right.
I mean, if you want to watch guys
Your market.
wrestling puppets and shooting them with shotguns and stuff in a dude's apartment, this is a movie for you.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
It's wild. So bravo.
People have been saying you guys need to do that movie, so I think maybe we need to make that happen.
Definitely worthy.
All right, Jack, what's going on in your apartment?
I actually used my Disney Plus subscription. I
Congrats.
blew the dust off of it and logged in. And why did I do that? Because what I found out that an old movie had resurfaced on Disney Plus that I hadn't seen since, since the 80s. Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing book and movie.
This is kind of a legendary gateway horror movie that I only really saw it like once when it came out, and maybe I saw parts of it, over the years, like on HBO or something like that, but never like start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a great October watch. Like this would be a good Halloween night watch because it's a small town. Fall is coming, and people are sort of like getting ready for the winter. And this carnival rolls into town, led by Mr. Dark, which is Jonathan Pryce in a top hat. And Stephen King has been mining this book for ideas his whole career. And slowly but surely, people in the town get sort of seduced into their, wildest dreams being fulfilled at this circus. And these two boys are the ones that sort of like get into trouble and are being chased around by all the evilness. Jason Robards is the lead, is the father in this.
Love Jason Robards.
Like I said, this is a great gateway horror. It's got those like classic Disney special effects, like when fog is rolling in, but it's supernatural fog. It's got a kind of the Pete's Dragon-y look to it.
Yeah.
A tremendous spider tarantula attack scene that is up there. If you're creeped out by spiders, this scene will get you. But the whole reason to watch this movie, Jonathan Pryce as the sort of ringmaster of this carnival,
Mm-hmm.
and just the way he talks is so great. He's so perfectly cast in that.
I don't think I've seen this since the 80s.
Yeah, I haven't. I gotta say, I enjoyed it more now than when I was, freaking kid, because all the people in town who get seduced by the circus are all like, "Oh, I'm longing for my youth and this and that and everything." And when I was a kid, I was like, who cares about this movie? And now I'm like, I wish that circus would come to town.
Yeah. Could this be based on a true story? I saw Pam Grier is in it.
Pam Grier freaked me out. I had no idea.
Does she keep her clothes on?
She does. Diane Ladd is in it. Just a lot of fun. And listen, if you're like me, I have Disney Plus. I watched some Star Wars stuff and got sick of it. I watched the Marvel stuff and I forget that it's even there. But I share it with other family members, so
Don't
I
let
have
Disney
access
hear
to
you.
it. Well, we have our own little account, so it's okay.
All right.
So it's like, hey, I actually watched something on Disney Plus. So Halloween night, if you're looking for something to watch, I would recommend this.
I'm glad to hear that's on there. And I got to reread that book. Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury's writing makes you just realize what a piker 99% of people who try it are. His stuff is beautiful.
I saw this in high school, and I remember thinking, oh, it was okay. But I wonder if, like you said, maybe I like it more now.
I think you will. I think just like it's kind of like comfort food. Like you just watch it, like you know what to expect now. And so, like when I was a kid, I was like, I want to see Jason cutting people up and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I can appreciate it for the atmosphere.
To Disney Plus I go. Speaking of writing, I have a book. So I went to Barnes & Noble, I don't know, 4 months ago, and I said, let me get some books to, read for the fall. So I picked this book up, Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak, I love the name Rekulak. Without knowing that he's going to be at this signing I'm doing at Barnes & Noble in Pennsylvania in 2 weeks.
Shut up.
Really?
Yeah, so I get to meet him. This book, I believe, has 500,000 reviews.
What?
On Amazon, if I'm remembering correctly.
Did I read this? I think I read this.
Well, let me tell you the story. Let's see. It's about this girl. She's 21 years old. She's fresh out of rehab. Well, not fresh out of rehab, but she's spent some time. Her life was a mess. And she's hired by this couple to live in the cottage on the grounds of their house in their little ritzy area and be the caretaker for their 5-year-old for 3 months of the summer until the boy is ready to go back to school. So this is kind of like her chance to get her life together, get a break, and, show that she's a viable member of society and can do something. And of course, because it's a horror novel, there's weird things going on here. There are so many twists and turns in the last third of the book. I was like, this is Shyamalan territory right now.
Oh,
Magic 8 Ball.
The really cool thing is in the book, like the kid is drawing all these pictures, which they think is like his imaginary friend. But there's also this potential haunting in her cottage for this old story that happened like decades ago. So you get like these pictures of like the kid's drawing of like, this weird woman under the table. But then it goes to like more advanced artwork, I should say. So you're getting tons of pictures. I mean, actually beautiful, gorgeous illustrations in this book. So it's cool. It's like a picture book for adults. Book's like 400 pages long, I think, something like that. But there's a lot of pictures in there, and the pictures are telling the story. It's leading them to find out what the mystery is. Dude, I am sold on this guy. I am now. I think he's got another couple of books. I'm going to pick them both up
and his last name sounds like a vampire from the Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
I am Rekulak. I think he hung out with Alf on Melmac. But yeah, Jason Rekulak, Hidden Pictures, man. If you're looking for like a really cool, kind of creepy mystery horror novel for this time of year or anytime, really, highly recommended.
It's crazy how much this has sold. Holy cow!
Right? I'm gonna ask him what's the secret sauce.
I did read this, by the way. Once you showed those pictures, it clicked. I read this. I think.
Did the pictures look good on your Kindle?
Yes, of course.
All right.
Of course. Only the best for me.
I love the smell of the fresh book on my Kindle.
Smells like victory.
It smells like my fingers from touching it all the time. All right. Anyone have anything else?
Negative.
All right. Get ready, folks, because here we go. We're diving deep into 2025's version of Witchboard.
You like like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite. What comes to mind?
It's the remake nobody ever asked for or thought we would have. Witchboard. Which, truth be told, Jason watched this and talked about it a week or two ago. So we were like, actually wanted to watch this because the original Witchboard is look, I know it's not the greatest movie of all time, but it's like a special movie for me and my wife. So
There's a good rental store.
Yeah.
Find, you know?
Oh my God.
Witchboard was right in the heart of the video store era.
Yeah.
And the tracking was always janky once you got to Tony Katane in the shower. It was always like, what the hell? Oh, hit the tracking again. So, Jack, do you want to, because this is very different than what we're used to with Witchboard. So,
Jesus.
want to give it a shot.
What's this movie about?
I didn't want to do Jason because he's seen it, a little bit ago.
This couple, this girl finds a spirit board in the woods, brings it back to her boyfriend's restaurant, and it turns out it's supernatural. You hang a thing and it points instead of using a Ouija board.
A finger pendant. I like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of stuff about the boyfriend's restaurant, and then there's a overly evil bad guy that the second you see him, well, I speak like a villain.
And he has like bad guy haircut.
Yeah. That's the guy who plays he's the bad guy in Stranger Things. I forget the name.
That's right.
And then there's a lot of just there's a witch in the past that was involved with the witch board. It was hers, and now this girl's got it, and the bad guy wants it. And then there's a lot of cats, and people die, and it goes on. It just keeps going.
It's long. It's an hour and 50 something minutes.
That's it. It's
all right. Well, Jack, with that synopsis, I'm sure if we stop the show now, everyone's rushing to watch it on Amazon. Jason, you want to give a quick rehash of your thoughts on it?
Yes, but I do want to start with, I had mentioned that this was directed by Chuck Russell, and then proceeded to mix him up with Richard Stanley when I mentioned the movie a couple weeks ago. And someone left a comment, and as soon as I read it, I was like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, I'm an idiot. Chuck Russell did The Blob, I think, from the 80s.
And Dream Warriors.
There you go. I mixed up two legends. My apologies.
That's okay, because we didn't correct you, because we didn't know either. We went right along with it.
I don't know how I did that, but anyway, when I had reviewed this, I think I said this has bad writing, bad CG, it's way too long, and for some reason, I had some quality that I still had fun with this movie. I still enjoyed it. Even though I could go scene by scene and be like, that's dumb. Why is this lit so well? Why does this look so modern and not gritty? Because, I don't know, the original in my mind is just like this grit fest, It's just,
it was like shot on used film, I think.
It just looked rough.
Yeah.
The story is completely different. Every time they did a CG kill, it was like, wow, that was
CG.
That looked horrific. And at the end, I was like, why did I kind of like this movie? And I still am not sure. It just had a quality that I kind of enjoyed. Maybe it reminded me of those old VHS days when you would find something that you're like, this is not very well made, but I still kind of like it.
It has an endearing quality.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jack's going to be the opposite. Just going to throw it out. Let me consult Shyamalan's 8 Ball.
Yeah, when I heard who made this, Dream Warriors is one of my favorite horror movies, and The Blob, great. So I was going in optimistic, and Jason kind of gave it a half-hearted thumbs up.
Yeah.
And Jason lost all credibility with me.
He had some? Oh, that's kind of encouraging. And
first of all, the length of this is almost 2 hours long.
It's insane.
I watched An American Werewolf in London this weekend. It's an hour and a half and it's a perfect movie. And I'm
Mhm.
like, what is Witchboard? Why does Witchboard need this much time? There's a few scenes that look like they'd fit well in like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of movie. There are a few scenes that I'm like, oh, that was cool. But I could care less about the characters. The writing is a mess, as he said. Somewhere in here, we can get into it in spoilers. There's sort of a 2 timeline thing going on.
Yeah.
That could have been a better movie, I think. But instead, they take forever to get to that, and then when they do, it's just sort of a mess. So I was looking at my clock, my watch the whole time. It's like, when is this going to be?
You don't think the scene where they're hunting for mushrooms in the forest is necessary? Is that what you're trying to say?
That was my favorite part.
I thought for sure the main girl would have your attention for the entire movie.
She's easy on the eyes. So was so's the other guy's ex-girlfriend.
By the way, me and my wife agreed, ditch the current girlfriend, get back with the ex, because
for real,
sweet Jesus, she's gorgeous.
You're not dating her. You're with the addict idiot.
Yeah, you're with the ex-addict who looks like Marsha Brady. Okay, sure. All right, I am going to side with Jason on this one. I had a lot of fun with this. It's like a throwback. It's literally like something I found in the video store in 1992. My wife, who said, she goes, and she loves Witchboard, but she goes, you're going to watch a remake. She goes, count me out. I'm going to go, I'll sleep. And I put it on, and she watched it to the very end. She was like, oh, this movie's not bad. I'm like, no, it's silly. It's silly as hell. It has like a Final Destination scene in it that I thought was hysterical. A lot of pretty people, and normally like pretty people movies, I'm like, but we had just watched Cloverfield where everybody's gorgeous, so I'm like, well, you could pull off pretty people and have a good movie. I liked I like the different direction that it went in. I like the time, back in the 1500s or 1600s, and here trying to build that connective tissue. But basically, it's just dumb fun. It is absolute dumb fun. When you see the Khaleesi triplets in a movie helping out, like being the bad guy's assistants or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. This looks like a lot of fun.
We didn't have enough for a freaking 2-hour movie. We didn't get enough of them.
No, they need their own movie. That's a prequel I'm gonna sign up for.
They're a great example of how this movie is way too long. There's so much shit like that that's in the movie that, like, this doesn't need to be in here. Or you need to get rid of this other stuff and expand this. Like so
they are so striking, right? When they come on the screen, you're like, holy crap, 3 Daenerys's. But nothing happens with them really.
No.
like
why are they in this movie?
Yeah, if you're gonna make 3 people that whenever they walk into a scene, everything else falls away, do something with them. But whatever. You can't nitpick this movie. Just like I can't nitpick like movies like Popcorn and The Unnameable and all that stuff I loved back in the day. I just like the vibe. Oh,
I would go scene by scene with you, Jack, and agree with every single thing you're saying is wrong with this movie. And I was doing it while watching. I was like, that is so goddamn stupid. Why would you say that? How do you not recognize this cat? Why are you not with the mega hot smart chick? What? And then after the end of every scene, I was like, yeah, that was still kind of fun. I don't know why.
We need to get to the cats and spoilers. If this movie was made like in the 80s or 90s with more practical effects, and I watched it now, I'd be like, oh, you got to watch this fun, dumb movie. But because it was made now and it's all CG, that takes the schmaltz factor off it a bit.
By the way, it was just one cat, and it was
It was not one cat. There's 1,000 cats in this movie.
I only remember one cat.
Just go in the alley. There was like 20 cats in the alley.
Oh, one in the alley, but there's really one cat.
The alley is in the movie.
Oh, God.
So there's a million cats in the
Jack
movie.
doesn't like cats, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, he's not a cat lover.
Cats.
See, I know.
And
the fact that
you never once pet any of my cats. When you never touched my
cats.
pussies when you came
Cats
to my house.
suck. Dogs rule. Dogs and not this movie.
You have no joy.
The cat thing is one of those moments in a movie that I'll never forget. The guy's trying to catch the cat in the kitchen. It scratches him. He's looking directly at it from like 3 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
He chases it into an alley. He's looking for this thing. And then like the next day, the idiot drug addict brings the cat into the house to be their pet. And he's like, where'd you get that cat? Like,
Yeah.
you don't recognize this cat?
You don't recognize the cat that ate your friend's hand? It might be a seminal memory.
Yeah, we got to get the spoilers because.
All right, ring the bell. One thing that I could not stop thinking about, if you know anyone who's ever worked at a restaurant or owned a restaurant, this dude who's opening up this big ass restaurant, he had a lot of free time on his hands.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you have no time whatsoever.
When you're opening a business, you have tons of free time. You don't know what you're talking about.
I actually thought about that as I was watching, and I was like, these people do not talk like real life people whatsoever, and they don't act like real life people whatsoever.
No,
in their
not
big,
at all.
spacious apartment.
Entrepreneurs have tons of leftover money. Their hair is not falling out from stress. Yeah. It's fine. They all look like models.
When they get to the scene where like it's opening night and they show the stuff in the kitchen, there's silence. There's nothing on the stove. I'm like, did anyone ever watch an episode of The Bear? Maybe you never went. Maybe COVID has prevented you from going to a restaurant. Watch The Bear. But they're like, we don't give a fuck. We know you're not here for kitchen accuracy. And Toten pointed out this is not witch accuracy because you can't do witchy stuff with your clothes on.
Yeah, that's
so
ridiculous.
We know.
The Final Destination thing you're talking about, the whole meat slicer was the
yeah.
Oh my god, that CG with the arm is so bad.
But I thought it was funny. Like as you watch, you knew what was coming, and you just watch all those dominoes fall. I'm like,
that guy who got his hand cut off reminded me of, remember Spencer on Criminal Minds, the nerdy guy,
Matthew Gray Goobler or whatever his name is. Yes,
I was like, oh, it's discount Matthew Gray Goobler.
if Goobler had, I don't know, some sort of illness, he definitely was like that guy. Scurvy. A little bit of rickets.
I also like how a dude dies brutally in the kitchen, and I don't even know if they're closed for a day. They just
not even a day.
Keep on trucking. No
just
worries.
Move on.
So get them up.
We have a business to open. I have 2 hours a day to work. I don't have time to.
Somebody dying in the kitchen would be great marketing for your new restaurant.
Yeah.
Then you make it a haunted restaurant.
This place is so bougie. They're out getting their own mushrooms. And they're not worried at all about somebody dying horrifically in the kitchen.
How many upscale restaurants have a freaking deli meat slicer?
That's a very good question.
I hadn't thought of that either. That's funny.
Huh. But for the mushrooms, just call Nicolas Cage. He'll come and get you mushrooms and truffles.
I get some guy on Instagram. He must be a TikTok dude. And he's like in New Jersey or something. And he's always making sandwiches that are like this big and this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh, maybe they're doing TikTok videos of, this is the Godfather.
Well, that's if the restaurant failed, which it did. I just enjoyed the absolute silliness of this. I didn't even notice the time. That was the crazy thing. I made sure I watched it during the day when I wasn't kind of sleepy at night. But I was like, I just had that feeling of, discovering something completely stupid at the video store.
It wasn't until like the third act, all of a sudden the main girl body swaps with the witch in the past.
Yes.
And I'm like, this could have been the whole movie.
Yes. Probably should have been the whole movie.
By the way, was it the same girl playing both roles? I didn't even bother to check.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because she looked very different as the witch.
That would have been a very 80s thing.
Totally.
I will never argue with somebody who does not like this movie. Because when it ended, I remember saying to Aaron, why did I kind of like that? Like, this is not a good movie, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah. It's well made. It's better made than the original Witchboard.
It's shot well.
Well, it's in good hands. That guy has made a lot of great movies. So,
right. So he knows what he's doing. And he wasn't trying to make, Citizen Kane. Like he knew what he had.
Oh my God, the writing.
But that's the thing. I think it succeeds despite the writing.
Yeah, totally. I should not like this movie.
Succeeds is such a wrong thing to say.
Succeeded for me.
It doesn't fall on its face in spite of the writing.
This could have been unwatchable. This could have been a DNF. I mean, that was literally what I thought was going to happen.
It almost was.
Wow.
I wanted more. I want the director's cut.
If this thing was an hour and a half, I would have been much more cool with it. But that last 20 minutes was just like, come on.
It's way too long. It is way too long.
But
I don't know what's going on with runtimes, but it's really, in case you can't tell from listening to this show for the last year, I am sick of movies being over an hour and a half.
People can't watch a TikTok video over 30 seconds, yet we keep making 2-hour and plus movies.
I don't know. Like, why is Hollywood collapsing?
If it's worth it, like bring her back or weapons, give me 2 hours of that. No problem. Witchboard, 70 minutes.
It should have been under 90 for sure.
We needed some boobs in this movie for real.
Yes.
Like to fully capture the 80s to 90s feel of this movie, we needed boobs.
The only tendril between this and the original Witchboard is the shower scene. Because they put her in the shower with the glass door, except they were I guess they were using fog from the hot water to cover up the good bits. But she had a good sex scene too.
I think we got a hint of boob in the sex scene. I was looking for it.
You have more. Almost 2 hours, and we just get a hint. I mean,
this is why you don't like it. 2 boobless hours. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Then they do a thing with the ex-girlfriend where he has that when he meets the bad guy and he has that either flash back, flash forward fantasy. And I was like, all right, let's double down on this. Let's carry this through to its logical conclusion. No. But whatever. It was nice there were some nice people to look at. Yeah. For no matter what people their proclivity is, there's good people to look at.
Yeah.
And I love how they didn't want to go turn in the Witchboard to the cops because they were afraid they were going to get blamed for it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Just drive and throw it out the window and on this.
I have a drug conviction. All right, so I'll turn it in.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'll burn it. What are we talking about?
And I was wondering if she had some kind of COVID dementia where she seemed like a shut-in other than looking for mushrooms. She just stayed in that apartment.
I liked when the gorgeous ex shows up at the party and everybody's like, oh, why is she here? And it's like, no. If your ex looks like that, your current girlfriend is fighting her immediately upon arrival at the party.
They're not hugging like they hugged.
No.
And your current girlfriend is yelling at you about everything because she's just pissed off at you for ever even having the relationship with her.
Oh yeah, your night's over. And even worse, the friend, bros before hoes. You don't go dating my ex. And the friend brought her so he could mac on her. So he deserved to die because he broke the code.
You're supposed to ask permission if you're going to do that.
And the answer is always no. So don't even ask, and don't get me started on that. That became a side conversation with my wife.
The bro code.
I was like, that doesn't happen. She goes, but what if you don't love her anymore? I said, it doesn't matter.
Nobody
it's just
cares.
the way it is.
Wow. Good writing. Just good writing all around.
Oh, it should get a Razzie.
So Jason, you kind of like the movie with all unlikable characters.
The ladies were pretty.
They were pretty.
The ex-girlfriend wasn't unlikable.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that.
The main guy wasn't really unlikable. He was just a simp.
No,
Jack, I have no answers for you. I think I said this 2 weeks ago. I don't know why I kind of enjoyed this.
I'm happy for you. I wish.
I think we were under a spell.
9 times out
Seriously.
of 10, I watch a movie like this. I'm like, this is bad. I don't know. I just kind of dug it. And oddly enough, I kind of liked that they went completely different than the original Witchboard.
Yeah.
I guess because I don't view the original like a classic. It's just like a movie that's kind of.
I've seen it a couple of times so long ago. That would be another one. It's just I'm watching it for 80s nostalgia.
That's what it is.
I think I've seen the original at least 15 times.
Wow.
But I'm going to watch the sequel with Amy Dolenz. And Matt Serafini, the author, told me there's a third. So now I must seek out the third.
All right.
I'm sure it's great.
By the way, Matt, if Matt asked me, is Witchboard worth watching? And I think he'll like this. So I said yes. I said, this is good. This is a good dopey watch.
It's a movie.
It sure
Don't
is.
pay money to see this movie.
Oh, somebody,
I can't argue that.
Brian Sanchez just asked, what's your thoughts on Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 on Netflix? I liked it.
I think that was
Forgettable.
another one that was really stupid, and we all were like, "Oh, it's kind of fun."
Yeah. Killing all those people on the bus, worth it.
Remember the
just for that.
chainsaw,
Yeah,
the
the bus-
40-year-old
the bus-
chainsaw that
yeah,
just
just
starts up.
Yeah.
Well, you got a brand new one here, and you can't start it up ever.
Or the chainsaw that you put away last season, takes forever to
Oh.
get it ready going for the
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah, exactly. If you turn a chainsaw off and let it sit for 10 minutes, it takes you half an hour to get it started.
Got to oil this thing and put more gas in it. And
If I was a chainsaw killer, I would totally have an electric chainsaw.
For sure.
You'd
for
be
sure.
so deadly.
You're
as
going to
long
chase
as there was an
somebody and you go,
outlet.
wait, I got to switch my battery.
That'd be kind of cool though to see like a movie where like the chainsaw runs out of juice like mid, like it's just hitting the bone on somebody. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna let you bleed out. See you later.
But it's like
Have
my
fun.
weed eater. I have like 2 batteries. So I bring them both when I'm doing it. And then you got to switch them. And then you got to make sure you charge them up for next time.
Oh, I love when my battery dies. I'm like, oh, it's the end. I can go inside.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Done.
next one's definitely going to be electric chainsaw, and you're just going to hear like a whir, like a whirring sound.
I'm going to kill people with a deli meat slicer.
Nice fan said Texas Chainsaw, but only the Jessica Biel scenes. Nothing wrong with that.
I'd buy that for $1.
Or the Alexandra Daddario scenes
Go get 'em,
combined.
cuzzy.
Or Arlie Ermy. I just want Arlie Ermy. All right. Do we have anything else to expound upon Witchboard?
I don't think so.
I think
No.
we've emptied the tank. It was a cool Witchboard design too. I like the
I
eye
think
in the
this
middle
one-
to pull the finger out.
Should have called it dartboard.
It did look like one.
I feel like they watched the original Witchboard and they were like, but that's a Ouija board. We're making an actual Witchboard.
And we need a witch.
Yeah. They took it literally.
Or Parker Brothers was like, show me the money. They were like, let's just call it Witchboard instead of Ouija
Yeah.
board.
Exactly. Screw you,
Probably.
Parker Brothers.
So this is
All
going to
right.
sneak in right at the bottom of your list, Jack. I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
This is number 6 on his year list. All right. So next week, maybe Jimmy and Stiggs. Maybe something.
You're an
else.
idiot.
Why'd you say
Black
that?
Phone 2 is coming out.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Don't
Jimmy
reason to
and
call me an
Stiggs.
idiot.
Idiot.
I'm still mad at you about this movie.
I'm going to fill your house with cats and watch you just go into anaphylactic shock.
I got
I'm
allergy
allergic to
pills.
cats. I'm allergic to cats. Weak. Allergies are weakness.
I actually used to be. I'm not anymore. But I still hate them.
Jason, really, he never once touched any of my cats. Like
Really?
they didn't exist. And you know what? My cats were good because I think they sensed and were like, we'll leave that guy alone.
Most cats are like all over me. And I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, my cats who would normally all over people see Jack. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the other room here and wait till he leaves. They're smart. They were wicked smart. I still have one of them. All right, so yeah, next week. But if you gotta know what we're gonna pick, you gotta hack into our text messaging if you want to know what we're doing before we know. But if you can't, then you gotta wait.
You're not up for Black Phone 2?
I'm up for Black Phone too.
Let's do it.
All right. Then there we go. Solved. Week after, we don't know.
Possibly Jimmy and Stiggs.
Jimmy and Stiggs is waiting in the wings for when we need something.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list. All right. Let's call it a night, ladies and gentlemen, and go watch a horror movie. There's still time in the night to go watch something. Get your movies in. See you next week.
See you.
Bye.
Game over, man.